Welcome to Five Questions with Kory.
Hey, Kory.
Are you ready to go?
I hope so. Sorry for my dog growling in the background. I don't know what.
That's part of the ambiance. I think you have to have a dog or a cat running across the screen for people to really get the essence of what it's like to work with you. So, all right. So, Chris, question number one is, what is one thing about you that might surprise people? So, whether it's a talent, a hobby, an interest, what do you think?
Surprise people. I don't like everyone knows I paint and stuff. I think that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. And then I'm into fitness, doing swimming. So that's kind of been my sport for a very long time. But surprise people. Um, I guess I'm an avid baker. There goes my
Okay.
dog. So I do a lot of decorating, like especially with cookie decorating, and that's something and a hobby I've done for a while now. So maybe that would surprise people, especially because I can get pretty creative with my cookie decorations.
Yeah,
And now that
I'm actually gonna get to that in a minute. So don't go
okay,
too far into your decoration thing.
okay.
There
But
was
I guess another thing too would be I did train my cat. I did share that with the team though. So I've been training my animals, so I'm kind of getting into that area a little bit. So we'll see how it goes and how far I
what do
get.
you train a cat in? Like lie down and do nothing? That seems like the primary skill.
You don't train that. That comes at default. I train my cat to sit, and he's very food motivated. So if you put food in front of him, you can pretty much get him to do anything. I've also trained him to walk on a leash somewhat. He likes going outside, but to get him to like stay outside and not be scared, he can kind of freak out a little bit. But
All right. Well, I'll have to see that. I'll have to see the tricks. Hey, if you went back to question number two, if you went back 10 years and I would ask you where you'd be in your career in 2021, what do you think your answer would have been?
I'd probably be where I kind of am now or getting close to it.
Yeah.
I always had the goal of becoming a manager because I really like working with people. So, and I usually tend to set 10-year plans. So that's kind of how I work, and I go after a goal and I work towards it. So, yeah,
Uh,
I'd say I'd be probably where I am now. I don't know if I would have thought I'd be in Phoenix. I was living in Dallas at the time. So, yeah.
okay. Yeah, I wish I would have known that you set your goals in 10-year increments because then I would have changed the question to if you would go back 15 years and see if you had a different answer on that. I think it's funny that when Bryce answered that question, he's very different in that he just sort of evolves as his career evolves, and you have a very planned approach, which I would have
I am a
expected.
planner. I'm very gold.
Working with you for 3 years, I would have expected nothing less. All right, so the next question, which actually kind of references the first question. So you're an insanely talented creator of Christmas gingerbread house art, and
Yeah.
I'll put some photos of that up in the video. Where did that come from, and what is your most proud creation?
So it did stem from the cookie decorating, and it's something me and my little sister do. So my sisters, and sometimes my older sister gets involved, but mostly my younger sister, she's actually very into baking, and she's actually got me started into it, but she does more vegan, gluten-free bacon, and I just do the regular good stuff with real butter and sugar and eggs. But
What's the
she
point
got
if you
me
don't use
into
that stuff?
it. And it was something we started. So when I first moved here to Phoenix, one of the things we did together was cookie bake and decorating. And I always like wanted to learn more. So I just started small. So I started with just gingerbread cookies and sugar cookies. And then we got a wild haired up our butts about one year, like we should do a whole gingerbread house and go crazy. So that's probably some of the ones that you see. Then I did one this year. I didn't go as decorative, just kind of more freeform with a lot of candy, but it was just something we did together. But yeah.
So I think to me, like the most impressive project I saw was part of the Keep Christmas Party gingerbread contest.
Yeah.
And it was Godzilla versus Santa Claus Village or something like that.
Yeah, I can't take credit for the idea, but yes, it was fun.
Well, the execution of the idea was amazing and terrifyingly dark, but it was pretty fun. All right, question number four. So last year you transitioned at the beginning of the year from senior designer to manager of product design at Keep. What do you think has been the most rewarding part of that journey, and what has been the most surprising part of that role?
Um, I'll start with the rewarding part. I would say just being a part of this team and just being involved with everyone as a individual contributor. I work with people here and there, but kind of sitting at the manager level, you get a glimpse of the team and their full force and what they're working on and what they're able to achieve. And that's just, it's very exciting to see. And it's very rewarding to get to know everyone and see what they've accomplished and just be able to coach them on and cheer them on in what they do. So I'd say that for sure. And then surprising is the amount of work and the amount of meetings. So I anticipated the amount of meetings because it's always hard to get a hold of managers and directors, but yeah, it's quite surprising just how much is involved with it and all the things and all the facets that entail the manager job role and how creative you actually have to be as a manager too. So I was worried I would kind of lose some of my design skills and creative skills, but no, you need to be creative
Yeah,
in how
it's
you
just
approach things.
creative in a different way. Absolutely. Like you've done great in that role. It's been awesome to have you in that position on the team. Last question is, and if you've watched these, you know the last question in every one of my 5 questions with Kory videos is, what are you looking forward to most in 2021 in terms of your contributions at Keep?
In 2021, I like the vision and I like kind of where we're set, like and going. I can't wait to see how far we get and what we accomplish. And I really love all the conversations the designers been having, like just around Keep design and around like how we should be organized. I think all that's really important and really exciting. So there might be some really interesting change ahead for the design team in general. And then like depending on how things happen, hopefully we'll be able to grow as a design team, fingers crossed, and invite some new team members in. So I'm looking forward to that and just like looking forward to the change for once and like hopefully headed up in good directions. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Like I said, I love having you on the team. It's been great working with you. Before we sign off, I think everyone has to meet your dog and your what other pets you have run around your apartment right now.
I can probably get my dog over here. Actually, she's on the couch behind me.
All right.
Unhooked. I can just drag you guys along.
And I know you've been undergoing some training for your dog as well. You talked about training your cat. I know you're training your dog. How's that going?
Really good. So really focused on training the doggy right now. Her name is Ripley. And here she is. Excuse the mess. She's hanging out on the couch. Say hi. Yeah,
that's awesome.
She's a little over 6 months now. So doing obedience and then doing trick. I don't know where my cat is. He's hiding.
You ever really know where a cat is?
Yeah, he actually likes to hang out over near the window. I got him like this cardboard castle. I can send you pictures of it. He just likes to hang out there, but she was over there barking, so he's hiding.
Nice. All right, thanks, Chris. That's all. That's a wrap for today's 5 questions with Kory. And thanks again for all that you do on the team. And I look forward to sharing this with everybody else.
Thanks, Kory. See you guys.
Thanks, Chris. Bye.